Yo, what's good, everybody? Yeah, so I was just scrolling online and I just typed in NBA news and I just seen out of nowhere just an hour ago, Donovan Mitchell just got traded to the Cavaliers. I mean, this just happened and this is out of left field for me. Like, this came out of nowhere. I heard what I heard about Donovan Mitchell was he might go to the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even really hear no other teams really linked to him. And the Cavs come out of nowhere and they scoop up the star guard, in this prime. And this is, I like the move. I like the move for the Cavaliers because, the Cavaliers, they looked at real good last year. They looked it real good last year. They had a playoff spot locked in, and they was cruising to the playoffs last year. Until Jared Allen, he got hurt for the rest of the season. I think it was like towards the end of the season, and then everything just went downhill for the Cavaliers from then. You know what I'm saying? They ain't really make no noise, but now they just made this move in the offseason, and you got to really look at the Cavs next year. I don't think that they're gonna come out of the East, but they could do some real damage with Donovan Mitchell. They I see like the furthest that they can go with Donovan Mitchell is probably like the conference finals. If I'm saying like next year, because you never know what the future holds. Because they have something nice going on already. They were a great defensive team last year. They were holding teams under 100 points. They were real physical in that paint. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were giving the Bucks hell. Oh, that's why I wanted them to make the playoffs, because they would have gave them the fits that Miami had gave the Bucks in the bubble. I wanted to see that matchup so bad. They probably won. They probably wouldn't have won, but that shit would have been entertaining, man. The Cavaliers, they got something cooking over there. In the trade, in the trade, the Cavs only get Donovan, and the Jazz, they get Colin Sexton, Laurie Markkinen. I don't know this other guy, Ochai Agbaji, but they get three first round picks, one in 2025, one in 2027, one in 2029, and then they have pick swaps in 2026 and 2028. Now they gotta wait uh 2 seasons to start getting paid, because the first round pick are for 2025. And you know what I'm saying? And I think that they took it this far out because they got a shitload of picks from when they traded Gobert. They say that the Jazz will receive 4 first round picks between 2023 and 2029, a first round pick from this year draft, and Walker Kessler, all that for Gobert. They got 5 first round picks for Gobert, and now they just got like, and now they got 8 first round picks in the next 7 years on top of their original pick, you know. So the Jazz are locked and loaded. They're locked and loaded like how OKC is, because OKC like in a similar situation. Like, they don't have to use 2 first round picks every year. Like, they can use some of those later picks and trade up. You know how the business go. Like, they wasn't finna get far with Mitchell and Gobert. And us as basketball fans, we seen that. And we seen how they used to lose in the playoffs every single year. You know what I'm saying? With Gobert getting exposed out on the perimeter, and then they coach don't want to take him out when it's clear that he's supposed to take Gobert out. You know what I'm saying? And the Jazz just had a ceiling. I remember the Jazz had the number one seed and all, and they couldn't do nothing with it because the way that their team is ran and with Gobert, like people like expose Gobert in playoff series when teams have night in and night out the game plan for you and shit. Like the shit just wasn't working. So the Utah Jazz, they blew it all the way up. I understand why. They just gonna have young players trying to develop. They probably gonna be like the 13th seed in the Western Conference. Cause they say it's a dude coming out next year that people are trying to tank for. Like his last name is start with a W. He got a long ass last name. Some foreign dude. He looked like he a power forward or something. They say teams trying to tank for him, so maybe that's what the Jazz are doing. But yeah, this came out of nowhere. I didn't expect this. The Cavs, are they a better situation in Utah? It seems about around the same. You know, I think the Utah Jazz overall were the better team, but they got something cooking in Cleveland with Mitchell. They got some nice pieces around them, as you see with Garland and Jared Allen, Evan Mobley. Like they got some guys over there that put with them. They can make some noise next year. It just surprised the hell out of me. I didn't think it would be the Cavs though. You know. But yeah, though, I just wanted to talk about this for a second though. Donovan Mitchell on the move. Things shaking. It's the off season. Let's see who gonna do what.